Aloha! We're back at it again with Morpheus reviews for comics. This week we have Books of Magic #1. So, here is the original cover. I've been waiting for this one for a while. Because they started the Dreaming and the House of Whispers. They had two of those already. And then last week we had Lucifer. And finally we have Books of Magic. And especially with this cover here, this variant cover, which was done by Josh Middleton, has a Harry Potter vibe, in my opinion. And then we have the blank, which is pretty cool. This time they actually wrote they had the title and the logos and the imprints on there. So that's cool. Yeah, so the Books of Magic, written by Cat Howard, illustrated by Tom Fowler, colors by Jordan Boyd, letters by Todd Klein, and this cover is by Kai Carpenter. And the variant one is Josh Middleton. So we left off in the Sandman Universe one-off with this character waking up late for school, rushing to school, and finding out that he sees things that other people don't see. Matthew's observing this, and then he goes away. So that's most of the story that we see. We get to see where this picks up. We'll probably be around in the school again. So we'll get into this, and once again, similar to Lucifer and I guess the Dreaming, I didn't read the previous books. I read all of the Sandman, but I didn't read the Books of Magic. So we'll get into this first one. It's called What's Past is Prologue. Books of Magic #1. What's Past is Prologue. Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Timothy Hunter. He seemed like a very usual sort of boy, except there's one thing that was not usual. Do you believe in magic, kid? Do you wish to learn the ways of it? We will show you everything. And then you must choose to be magic or to be mundane. Me? Learn magic? In all its joys and burdens. Yes, I want to do that. And so they took him across time, into danger, through doors between worlds, and to the very end. So what happens now? Do you choose to return to your mundane life? Or do you choose magic? The most powerful magician, the ender of the universe, a force
for good or evil. Choose magic. Choose safety. Choose, Tim. Choose, Tim. Tim Hunter. Magic. I choose. Excuse me, Mr. Hunter. You choose what? I mean, sorry. You sure are, Hunter. Tyler, would you care to repeat that? Just clear my throat, Dr. Rose. Then let's continue. Hey Ellie, do you want to see some magic? Like a trick? Real magic, of course. I would never trick you. Okay. I hold in my hands nothing but colored paper. But once I say the magic word, they will become flowers. Abracadabra. That was a good try. Magic? That's not magic, that's trash. Did you get your trash magic from your trash friend, Hunter? My what? Or maybe you're just having problems with your wand. My what? Enough. Tyler, go to your class. Tim, with me. He started it. I'm not concerned about who started it.
Books of Magic #1. The past is Prologue. It seems like it was short. It seems really short, like a thin book. Maybe just because there's not too much dialogue. It also felt like the ads were like, there was a lot of them in the middle. But besides that, just focusing on content. Of course, as the title says, like you would expect, Timothy Hunter, the main character, has to read books about magic. He's chosen. In the Sandman Universe, his teacher seems like a bad guy, but maybe she's gonna help him. We'll see. And we see Hetty. If you've read the other the Sandman comics before, Hetty is a recurring character. She is like immortal, so that's cool to see her. It would be cool to see her coming back in. She interacted with Timothy, and based on the books aspect of this, I can see this one intersecting with the House of Whispers sooner than the others, because in the House of Whispers, a book from Lucian's library was pulled into reality, so the theme of books could be bringing these stories together. Maybe not. Perhaps the book of Shakpana doesn't have anything to do with magic. We'll see. And so Timothy Hunter has a destiny, he's told. And one of the things that we see here is a reminder that just because we have a destiny doesn't mean we don't have to work for it. Having the destiny doesn't mean it's going to easily come to us. So that's what we see with the books of magic, number 1. Number 2 will be called Unreliable Narrators. Tim learns the troubling consequences of magic as the burden of his path becomes clear. So, tune in next week for Dreaming number 3. If you like the video, press like, comment below if you want to talk about it, or if you can tell me something about the previous books of magic, or even just talk about this one, actually. Subscribe if you want to keep updated with the rest of the Sandman Universe comics. And thanks for watching. This is Morpheus Reviews for Comics. Aloha.